Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Coach, here to give you my week 3 preview. You know how we do it. We look at the early games, we look at the afternoon games, we look at the night games, prime time, and then give you a little nightcap. So, starting out with the early games, look, Clemson, I was very high on Clemson to start the season. They have stumbled out of the gate, and this was a game that even as high as I was on Clemson, I thought it was going to be a trouble game going down to Atlanta to play Georgia Tech, a team that very well may be the ACC champions anyway at the end of the season. I do think these two teams might play again because, like I said, I'm not giving up on Clemson, not yet. But this is a very tough game for the Tigers going down to Atlanta against a very good Georgia Tech team. Another game in that early slate, Wisconsin, Alabama. Now, this isn't your older brothers or for somebody like a younger version of me, Wisconsin team. Luke Fickell has just not panned out the way they wanted to in Wisconsin. And his seat might be hotter than the Bohr seat because Wisconsin, it hasn't worked out. And they're going to Tuscaloosa, and DeBoer has been able to kind of like maybe refocus the tide down there. So this might not be the trip down to Alabama that the Badgers might want. This might get ugly for the Badgers down there. So just keep an eye on that. The middle games are where it's at for me today. You have Georgia, Tennessee. You have the backyard brawl. You have South Florida as they try to continue their quest for Florida supremacy. This week's stop after the shocker. I mean, it is what it is. The shocker in Gainesville last week. They go to Miami, a Miami team that, again, they will see them coming. Boise State, I don't think saw South Florida coming. Florida didn't see them coming, but Miami will see them coming. Miami will be ready. But I think with a 17.5 point spread like it was last week for my gamblers out there, I would bet the Bulls. Nighttime, look. Texas A&M and Notre Dame. This game should be fantastic. Notre Dame can bring A&M down to their level. And by that, I mean make this game 13-10, kind of make it a rock fight like last year's game. But that Aggie offense is explosive. And as much as a UT guy like myself hates to admit that Marcel Reed, should I say, I'm sorry, that he's phenomenal. They just have 4 and 5 star athletes all over the field. And I think it will come down to that. A&M's athletes are more explosive than Notre Dame's athletes. And that's not to say that Notre Dame doesn't have that. But I just think this Aggie team is so explosive offensively that they'll be able to move the ball and put up some points against the Irish, even the game being in South Bend. Florida LSU, a Florida team that's already limping. It's already kind of trying to recover from the upset last week that I talked about earlier, going into possibly the toughest environment in college football, a night game in Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. This has put up a shut-up time for the Florida football program and for Billy Napier and Lagway and just everybody connected to Florida football. If you can go into Baton Rouge and beat LSU at night, like I said, in one of probably the most toughest environments in college football, then that will buy Billy some time, I'm sure. And for the nightcap, if you happen to be up late, Minnesota versus Cal, for nothing other than watching Javon Songapulatele, the kid's dynamic. Cal better try to hold on to him as hard as they can because the kid is dynamic and he might not be the quarterback at Cal past this season because he's just that dynamic. So if you're up late, definitely tune in to Minnesota and Cal just for Javon Songapulatele because the kid's amazing. So those are the games for week 3. Coach.